Alright, we are back playing Victoria 3, and we are playing as Arabia, formed by Egypt. Right now, we are just kind of... Last episode, we were just kind of getting in the swing of things back. It had been a while since we played this run. We're just trying to get our bearings a little bit, you know, get some construction going. We have some construction going, and we also managed to acquire the subject of Tripoli, but overall we're trying not to be too naughty a boy, because we don't want our infamy to get too high. But I think we want to fight Russia. I'm not sure who we want to fight. We probably want to just click this, and then show production on that, and try and find where we can annex that produces oil. And it looks like it's a whole lot. It looks like it's just us. Peru, Bolivia has a little bit, but they're pretty much friends with us, and they're inside of our thing. Maybe we can protectorate them. Yeah, we're gonna start bankrolling them, because it looks like we can protectorate them. And we are currently trying to form a few good people in our customs union, do some of this. Overall pretty mellow, considering a pretty big... Let's see, Portugal versus... Okay, we'll declare neutrality here. We're considering a pretty big move in fighting Russia, but we want the Japanese Shogunate inside of our trade union, and they are allied with Russia, so it'd be a little bit annoying. And the Russian dirt we have to take is... Okay, I mean, it's decent, but... I think we also needed to make rubber and lead, which we of course cannot really. Yeah, we've drained almost all the natural resources. From our available territory, which is a little disconcerting because we have so much territory. And this seems to be the late game experience. Just trying to get your grubby left paws on natural resources. Yeah, see, one of the big problems is if we fight like someone like France, we just chew up so much infamy trying to do this. We do have a land border with France though, so that's nice. I forgot we released Rome, so let's take a look. We will form a defensive pact, I think, and start bankrolling them. Actually, wouldn't even hate an alliance, but we want to try and get them in our customs union. They're not too far away from wanting our customs union, so all we have to do is try and provide goods. So they're short a ton of steel, and they have a ton of explosives. So we will send them steel and import from them explosives, I guess, or sorry, iron. Why can't we import to you? We don't have a strategic interest in the region? No way. We have a strategic interest everywhere. Oh, not everywhere. But we do have one there. Either Arabia or Rome must have an interest in the region. I do have one. Well, this is classic bug. Yeah, we are at a current situation where we've hit the hyper late game where there's like not enough coal and oil to do what we want to do. What are even most of the PMs here? We're just using chainsaws everywhere. And chainsaws do use up oil. Man, it's just all coming back to the oil. And our queue has cleared up a little bit. We're going to take a look at what's expensive in our market and see if we can do anything about it. Can't do anything about the resources. Can do something about the radios though. So we are going to go and see if there is an electronics industry that can be built a little tall that has a lot of peasants there. So we're going to do Eastern Thrace. Because we also are encouraging manufacturing now in Eastern Thrace as well. And then we will also give them a few railways proactively so they don't just collapse. This, of course, will increase demand more for rubber. God, is there any way we can try and, like, do this? So you have rubber. Do you have rubber? No. Sokoto. But they're currently having some problems, but do they have rubber? They do have some rubber. They have quite a bit of rubber. I guess we have to see how this revolution plays out. Let's start picking on these countries. I guess only if they have rubber do we care. 10, we're gonna go through all this hassle. 10 rubber, 11 rubber, 6 rubber. There's a way to conquer an entire region. Asa. Can we make them a protectorate? I'm gonna start bankrolling and maybe try and make them a protectorate. I'm also gonna check if they have rubber. They do have rubber. They're inside our customs union. They can, and they are constructing a little bit. Transvaal, I guess we probably. Why can't we make a diplomat against them? We have an interest in this region. Do we not? I think we do. We do. Why can't we start play against you? Okay. We share land border. We are neutral. Let's take a look. We are already fighting in a war. We cannot have the vassals subject due to being a colonial country. What? Oh, sorry, we have to make a puppet. We're already fighting in a war. We're fighting in this war. But there's no front in this war. This war is bugged. Oh, that means all of our guys are... No, whatever. We're gonna capitulate. Okay, which means now we should be able to go after them. Do they have any rubber? No, they have gold. That's a lot of coal. It's coal and gold, so we are going to go after them. Because we will not acquire very much infamy going after them. We will make them a puppet. That's quite a bit of infamy. Yeah, okay. We're still going to do it, though. Now we still need to put more construction in the queue. So we're gonna... Mosul has a lot of peasants. So we're gonna try and build some stuff up in Mosul. I guess we'll build this up in Mosul, give them a couple railways. So that way they benefit more from economies of scale. And go to our market and look what's expensive. Of course, it's going to be like stuff we really can't do too much about. I guess porcelain? And then we can also expand railways in a few places. I'm going to dismiss this defensive pact with Uruguay. And then it looks like the auto building is cranking us up pretty well, although I think it is... I think our auto building is not that efficient because we like auto building food industry is not tall but wide. I don't think we're gonna adjust it. I think it's a little late in the party to be min-maxing our long-term stuff. Now, let's see if anyone joins them. Probably not. But after we puppet them, well, we're considered a naughty boy again, but long-term, adding this coal to our market's going to be a pretty big deal. I think maybe, so my understanding is it's actually based on like population, so like if we zoom in here and we look at the population, they probably have a pretty high yeah, 1 million. So what we should do is we should actually try and go after places that have low population, but Orangi also joined, it looks like. So we might puppet them as well. Let's take a look at what's there. Yeah, 16 gold mines and a bunch of coal. But see, they might not have as big a pop. Yeah, it's pretty big. I don't think we want to eat that. I guess we're gonna war rep them though. Seems pretty free. Could add some power in places where we have both a high level and some peasants available. I guess just Quinine for now. I think we recently added a rail, so it should be fine. Election results in Arabia are in. We're just keeping everyone in the government. I'm assuming the Radical Party won. Yeah, we're not trying to pass any laws here. Other than maybe snap, yeah. I mean, we could switch to outlawing dissent, which would be decent. Problem is it will radicalize the rural folk. I guess I won't radicalize the trade unionists or the Intelligentsia. Does someone else join? No. Okay, so we'll take a look. I believe it was porcelain that was expensive. And porcelain is a bit of an annoying one, because I think it should be a separate building, or like the interface for it should be better, because it's like you don't know what glasswork is porcelained out. I guess here we'll expand it in Palestine then. Dongla. Gonna expand it a lot in porcelain places that are benefiting from big economies of scale. And then we're gonna take another look in the market. Fertilizer, we actually kind of want, it's expensive. We're gonna see if we can, not that, if we can export. Actually, we're gonna take a look and see if anything's updated for these guys in terms of pulling them into our market. So we're bankrolling them. So we hope to get them into our market soon-ish. Bummer to have the Americans outside the market after that nasty little war of theirs. Yeah, I definitely think they've patched quite a bit since this run started, since we started this run. And I think we're gonna crank up the speed a little bit and try and keep the queue filled. I think that's the biggest issue. I think these are all really profitable, so we'll look at where we can benefit from an economy scale. We'll expand to Baghdad. And we will put a railway down in Baghdad ahead of time. And then, what is even expensive as a consumer for our people? So clothes, groceries, coffee. Okay. Let's see if we can import coffee. I don't think we could, but we're also just going to produce more coffee. We just want to bring the price down. We're importing. Oh no, wait. Yeah, we are importing coffee already. Okay, not ideal. Let's find coffee plantations. Oh, we can only build a little bit. Ugh, yikes. So we'll also expand here. We'll take a look. I thought we built, or maybe in here? Yeah, let's see how profitable these areas are. This uses fertilizer and sulfur, which is good for us because we want fertilizer to be expensive, and I think sulfur is the only thing we have like excess of. Take a look and see if we can get anyone into our customs union that we're currently bankrolling. Probably not going to be the case, but we could stop bankrolling Peru, Bolivia. Oh, we wanted to get them as a protectorate. Was this why we were doing this? Yeah, we're going to start bankrolling them again then. We'll stop bankrolling Asa though. And this war should fight itself. Looks like a large number of auto builds kick in. That was us. Yeah. A couple textile mills here and there, though. And clothes are one of the more expensive items, so we will actually look to find another place to build textile mills tall. So we're going to sort by which places are already a little tall, and we could expand a little. I mean, I guess I don't hate here. Definitely going to need several railways there, though. A little bit choppy on the lag for that, but it's okay. So it looks like Sokoto might never be resolving this. Might have to take out this guy, so I guess the way to look about finding places, find places with low pop that have the thing you want. You do want rubber. Coffee would be also decent to get coffee plantations, I suppose, because we're running out of room for that. would get access to Damagran, but it seems like all the rivers down here. Oh, Congo's still on the map. Well, we could go to them. Could also try and take out Portugal. Wow, they're in the American market. That's wild. Oh, I guess we want to trade with the American market. We want to eventually wrangle them in. Phones, rubber, and radios are expensive. Well, we can export radios and phones, I think, to them. Pretty painlessly. And then what's cheap in your market? Oh, looks like one of those isn't even profitable, but whatever. Fabric and guns, sounds American, and fabric and guns, okay. Not very profitable, but okay. Austria is trying to take out a lot. In general, we should try and defend these guys against great powers, but I'm not sure which one's best to defend. I guess we're declaring neutrality here. And I don't think we're gonna be able to have a front here. But I'm not sure how Austria plans on getting in on Colad here. Front now with Austria because Montenegro is part of our empire. So why don't we declare and put down? Well, because we would rather fight our own war against them. So we could take stuff. I think that workplace safety does not have cost, but we're going to take pan over welfare payments. I think that welfare is just the social security, so. Well, we have an open front, so. What does this mean? It's one of these deals. They'll figure it out. Oh, there's 3 fronts. Hurrah. Trying to war France for this. Trying to keep this down though. Hardwood and we can. I suppose we can just double check our PMs and make sure we are in fact hardwooding everything. I might switch to all steam donkeys because we're just running out of just the saving on the oil is... It's not worth the labor save. Like, cause so the difference is it takes way more laborers to use steam donkeys, but it's gonna fire a bunch of people, but they'll figure it out. It's firing them like all over the place, not in like one specific place. And then I think we want to use oil PMs when they increase the output of something. Like, for example, this diesel pump increases the output of oil. Let's take a look at how much oil we have in the market. So we have, yeah, 50,000. So using the diesel pump here just makes more iron. So I think we want to use it in the mines, and less as a labor-saving thing, which is what what it does with like the tractor or whatever. Using it as a labor saving in here. Wow, just this one is using 690 oil. I suppose it's a really big one. Pop's gone up, like just skyrocketed, and this is finally starting to pull up. Neutral now. Somehow got pushed all the way back because of fancy paradox front splitting. Despite having a 95% front, they went behind us and well, they fucked us. Okay. I'm going to have to add stuff to the queue. Now, let's see. So a lot of tooling places are somewhat profitable. I think we just want to make clothes, though. Well, we have over 50 clothes stuff, so let's take a look at tools. Kanya's got a lot of people. Why don't we expand these, though? Give the full economy of scale bonus and add a couple railroads ahead of time for them. Looks like once we're not infamous and we have a thing, we will be able to make Peru, Bolivia a protectorate, which I hope we can eventually integrate them because they have oil. They are, I think, there's oil in Venezuela though, but it's not discovered. If I'm not mistaken. The oil potentials on the map, we own all of them. Except for the one in Peru, Bolivia. But there's a whole bunch in southern Russia, but they haven't been discovered yet, even though it's already 25. Kind of want to make Russia release Ukraine, and then puppet Ukraine and take over Ukraine, because Ukraine has a lot of the oil places. But we can't declare war on them right now. What is this? Greece versus proletarian revolt. Why are we not automatically pulled in that? Are they no longer our subjects? I guess not. Okay, well, whatever. That's really not a problem. I think we have no colonies developing, right? So we are going to completely wind down our colonial institution and wind this up to max level. We don't have okay. East Borneo. Eastern New Guinea. All right. Just going straight up with that. See if we can make some paper more productively. Maybe we should build a tall in Crete. I don't think it. We'll do a little bit, I guess. Maybe we want to fight one of their allies in order to avoid having to fight Japan. They are only allied with Japan, but they have a defensive pact with Ukraine, who are right where? Okay. Is that us having a land border with them? It is us having land border with them. We're going to damage relations. I think the East India Company, we want to improve relations, because if we can get them into our customs union, that'd be good. Communist United States. Would you be more profitable making tanks? No. I think we greatly over... Oh, I thought we were cranking along here. I think we greatly overexpanded that industry. Where's shipyards? I think they're kind of tall anyways. What have we not expanded yet? Hokkaido's not incorporated, so we actually don't want too much industry there. Also a really long route for... Yeah, we've already built too much here. Maybe we could fight Qing for something? Can't get them on our customs union, apparently. But I don't know exactly what we would want from them. Rome now owes us an obligation, so we're going to pause and try and get them in our customs union. Nice little pickup. I think that they have a like pop of like 1 million or something. Yep, so can migrate them there, and that will also We have a ton of problems with inputs that are going to get fixed here, which will be nice for them. And then we wanted to try and see if we can make protectorates out of some people, right? Like these guys, but... cool. And we're gonna just damage relationships. Relations. Why did they not automatically... Who am I at war with? Orangi, right? How do I not have this front? What? Whatever, I'll just wipe these on then. Just send my guys down. I do have a truce with them. What could I even take from Russia that I would want to? Well, we're gonna keep this going. Because we are here to get to an end date. Part of me wants to annex, can we make Uniprec use an obligation? No, we're just shy, right? But, do want to make, as an Armenian, who is not trying to min-max this run anymore, kind of want them to be alright. Well, so who's the most populous people who are not in a custom union? I think this is skip this lesson. East India and Great Qing. And we can get East India into our custom union, so we're gonna try and do that actually. We're gonna end rivalry with her. Alright, that seems like a good place to start. Why can't we Diplo play them? I'm a little concerned. Am I currently in a war? What's this? I'm just gonna declare neutrality here. A lot of wars going on. I'm gonna try and see what's expensive. Power. This place should be auto-building a lot since we added bonus. If you take a look, like, this is what I'm talking about with economies of scale plus encouraging manufacturing industry, just huge amount of this. Don't think we make more on automobile, no. Do we make more if we switch this back? We do. Yikes. But I think think that we want to use the labor saving PMs specifically in our really like tall places. Let's see if Afghanistan will join our market. Not really. We do something useful right now. I think the next useful thing is taking out Tripoli. Let's take a look here. Azerbaijan has not reached full employment here. But I think, yeah, that's largely just, yeah. We just need more people here. Ooh, why are we running negative? I think it's because we switched to a guy who didn't have the bonus anymore. Fortunately, this actually only gives opposition group approval malice, and there's no opposition groups. Everyone's part of the government. Seems like a bit of an oversight of kinds. Alright. Not a lot of this we can do something about. I guess we're going to do something about the fine art, though. Expand it some more. I guess we're starting to get really bougie pops. What are you spending a lot on? Yeah, luxury stuff. Porcelain, especially. Let's find a place that has a lot of peasants and some porcelain. So Konya, Aleppo, Azerbaijan. We don't want to expand in Azerbaijan because we're competing for workers. Or Mosul, we could even start in Mosul. Let's do that. So we'll just make a level 50 place in Mosul, and oh, not level 60, that's too much. Level 50 is probably too much, but I want to just get after this, and then I will use manual glass bowl, because it doesn't use a bunch of oil. I think that'll help quite a bit. Greeks have declared Montenegro their arrival. Sardinia Piedmont is now a place. It's interesting that that's a thing. I do think we kind of cut Italy down to size. They might not even be a great power anymore. They're still hanging on. Of course, the United States has also similarly been having some hard times. Yeah, not sure why I can't. Okay, I can now. You just humiliate them and then add release. I think I kind of like humiliating them and then just adding release a country, but take Greater Caucasus too, I guess. I don't want to. Do you have a lot of pop? You have a decent amount. But just humiliate. The problem is that we'll pull Japan out of our market, and we currently like them in our market because they are giving us a lot of pops. We sort by population here. It's either the Japanese Shogunate is one of the most populous states, and they're currently in our market, so we're stealing their pops. But we won't accrue any infamy taking them on, then releasing the subject. We're actually going to take a little bit of a save here. And, ooh. And then we will declare war on them and make sure that we can release Ukraine. Yeah, we can. And maybe they just back down. But I guess we'll also have them release Finland. And take war reps. Definitely put our Japanese people on the Japanese front. And, decent sized North African guy, I guess, here as well. And, LHQ guy here. Here. That should be enough troops over there. The smallest one and put on this front. I hope he doesn't just capitulate. Could sway Prussia. Since we definitely don't want them to back down, we don't want to do that. Japan, the Japanese shogun abandoned them. Cool. And they stay in the customs union. Amazing. So now we just gotta hope they don't back down. And just give us humiliate. I think they will just back down though. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at Zulu. Not worth conquering, I don't think. This guy would be, because he has rubber. Oh no, wait, he had a bunch of gold. Yeah. Afghanistan now owes us an obligation. I gotta keep this running. Well, they'd come to our customs union for free anyways. Can we make them to a protectorate? Probably not. But our customs union expands further, although it hasn't updated yet. I said our customs union. I said our customs union. I said our customs union. Yeah, there we go. Expands further. I guess we're going to improve the relations with the Sikh Empire and try and get them in our customs union now and stop bankrolling these guys. Diplomatic tour. Yeah, really hoping that they let this war go through. And then we will probably integrate Tripoli kind of as soon as this truce finishes in 28, I guess. And hope to discover oil with them. guess I'll just try and import from everyone possible. That will be productive. The game is taking a while to update because it's getting laggy. It looks like we could use a lot more power, so I'll just dramatically increase the power. Kind of wherever we have peasants, actually. Not a little bit. And then see if we need rails anywhere. Tunisia? No. Could expand, I think we could expand like our expenses quite a bit. I mean, we could just increase some of this. In pretty good shape here economically. We could dramatically expand the military, but I think it's a little gratuitous, although we could use the military to drive consumption. I think we want to turn these PMs down again. That was our goal. Because we're never going to employ them. We're going to switch to battlefield tactics, battlefield tactics, and switch all the ports to modern ports. Ah, wait. They take more oil. I see. I think we only have one modern port, or a couple modern ports then. Okay, I understand. They take oil instead of coal, so it's a pretty substantive reason to not go that route. It's really starting to come up though. Having a nice little come up. It's silk expensive. We're actually going to make a synthetics plant manufacturer where we have the most peasants, that is in integrated state. And then we will make it make not dyes, but I'll set it to auto expand. Oh, this makes fabric and dyes. Okay, well then we're gonna switch all of them over to that. Okay, we won't switch them all over to that. Just this one will be both. Interesting. So that means we will not need to make more silk again. It's the only place we can make sugar, so we're going to fully expand it to sugar. Knowing that, we will probably have to expand railways a couple times. And then get Russia back down. Just took the humiliation on the chin. Unfortunate, we would have wanted to fight them. But we could probably... Now, why can't we deploy them to a truce? Oh, we do. Okay. Let's check all of our guys real quick. See if we can get guys in custom union. If it would be 60 less, maybe if our attitude was not cautious, but it was instead super positive, maybe it gives a bonus, so maybe we can get there. Confederate States of America, we somehow don't have a diplo play on them. Sure, I guess. Including you guys. Rome, were we trying to make them into a protectorate using an obligation? We have a truce, so they won't accept. Okay. I know we were trying to peacefully get that with Bolivia. Do not have the obligation yet, though. Seek empire, we will bankroll instead of improving relations. Yikes, we will make tea in a few places. Energy's expensive. China's importing clothes. I think I'm okay with that. We would actually have a land border with China if we could get the Sikh Empire to join us. France is having some trouble here. I don't think we can get to that war very easily, so we will just declare neutrality and keep cranking towards the end date. My kingdom for the end date. I guess we could talk about this stuff real quick. We're like printing, if we really wanted to get our GDP to just explode, I think we would just try and double construction. I think we could do it. Can you try and get our literacy up? Yeah, that seems fine. I'm not sure we started with our literacy low enough to get the literacy achievement, but maybe we can. I think we're integrating them, right? Yeah, it's incorporated. I really wish we could try and release subject as a CB, like where we could have released Ukraine just as our regular CB, but we can't. I guess we'll rival Spain for the influence. And check what's expensive. Lament that it's all natural resources, which we can't really make cheaper. Add more synthetic plants, I think. Again, going to preemptively add some railroads in Aleppo. And going to just use the regular PM, but set it to auto expand for making mostly dyes. Suppose we'll need more power. And look at this, just so raw and like mined out all of what we have is. Standard living's coming up. And a little extra for groceries and coffee. We can do absolutely nothing to increase the price of coffee. Actually, that's not true. We can find places that make dyes, maybe, and switch them over for coffee. Yep, so we can switch this over for coffee. Because our dye plants will make coffee. Of course, all the people hate getting fired, but you know, it's not my problem. So that'll add a lot of coffee. I think we have someone with our obsession of coffee, because we are making more tea. They're not really drinking the tea as much as the coffee, which they should be substitute goods, which implies that we have a lot of people who are obsessed with coffee, who will drink coffee over it, even if there's... It's kind of like, it doesn't make sense from a price perspective. We can import a lot of fish from the Quinine, which we do want to do. I think that means we can dramatically increase food industry output, and we do have a couple tall places now making food. Which means, yeah, less auto building everywhere, just all piling on the food. And going to preemptively expand. Nedged will be using that eventually. Kanya, looks like we did not preemptively expand them at some point. Let's take a look at all the plays. What is this? Now, why can we not... Ah, relationships are too low. That's an interesting one. Uton. Generally, it's more expensive in terms to take stuff from European powers than it is to prevent them from getting it in the first place. We'll declare neutrality here, because if anyone, we would want to help this guy that we can't help. I think we could go to the country outliner, or map list. Can we see who's been a naughty boy? A bit of a naughty boy. This isn't... If I was min-maxing, I would get involved in this, I think. Well, maybe we could just fight Spain regular. Why can't we do this? Because they're in the middle of another play right now. Got it. Ooh. Capitalist revolt. It's extremely easy to get recognition from, and we lose all our trade routes. And suddenly we are having some trouble on that front. We have insufficient tax capacity anyways, we do here, quite a bit actually, so we'll just expand that to take care of that. that's how you change capitals. I was wondering how you did that. I wonder if we'll get any kind of offer here. But a little keen to help the capitalist revolt. Just a little. Let's see if we can get anyone in our customs union. Probably not. He's still cautious. They're not. Now why can't change to customs union? Can't be broken until 30. Okay, fair enough. Now can we use a protector to get you into... No. So we have a truce. How about you? No, it is freaking close as hell. We just have to not be infamous. Okay. And we are out of... There we go. Austria gets a ton of interest removed. Really don't think, it'd be nice if they just said Austria removed a bunch of interests. Austria removed an interest in X and, like, a bunch of other places. But okay. I don't think those will be very profitable, but where does the world untie? Oh wait. Wonder if Persia could be made into a protectorate. They have powerful protectors already. Whoa. British proletarian revolt versus Great Britain. I think, oh, we can't help Great Britain. Oh, we can take on their debt. Take on their debt and then maybe boost. We're just gonna eat the obligation to boost them a little bit. Or resolve it. And now we can bankroll them. And we want the whole point of getting them into our market is to get the tasty immigrants. Speaking of, let's make some more textile mills. Okay. Now, we want cheaper coffee. We don't need as many dyes plantations. Synthetic plants. Instead. Now if we switch PMs here, we just make silk as well. So that means we can also ditch silk for coffee. Good for us, because we're running out of arable land everywhere as well. Much pain. Ooh, I think maybe we need more government admins. Maybe we could play speed 5 even. Because speed 5 when it's laggy and choppy is really more like speed 3. We're going to just declare neutrality here, and what's this? United States versus, oh, Liberia, okay, whatever. To take Algeria. Wow, they got a lot of territory. That's so much infamy to eat just for that. I wonder if I can release AAA from them. Just set it to humiliation. And set release AAA. And if they back down, that's like kind of whatever. We're gonna liberate. We can't really liberate AAA anymore. Okay, but we can liberate. Brittany, I guess. We could sway Brazil, but we won't need them. Transfer subject. Can we transfer a subject for cheap? Tara, Damagram, Fututoro, Oyo. Guess we'd want Oyo. Not that cheap though. Can liberate Bavaria. And war reps. What the hell? Opening their market. Okay. Kind of expect them to just back down. Don't want to bring the guys from Japan. So many guys in Japan HQ. That was just the 10 stack. Oh, they're left over there. They never moved back. I wish they would come back home to their like home base at the end of all that. Alright, that should be enough to scare him. Also don't really mind if he goes through the war, so there's that. Enact outlawed dissent. I mean, I could. I think the pops have cooled down such that I won't even make any radicals, and then I just get a whole bunch more authority. Yeah. What is this war? Algeria. What is radical Algeria? Okay, we won't interfere with that. Ooh, French Congo down here. I think I will continue mixing the dyes in favor of coffee. Just because we can recover and make more dyes elsewhere or in other ways. In the industry. Synthetics plant. That's where it has a lot of peasants. Other than Hokkaido. I know Hokkaido has. Cordofan has got a lot now. I think I can right click to zoom to them. Yeah, I can. Set it to auto expand. Super. And add a couple railroad levels. Gotta keep myself from pausing. If I was trying to min-max... Sure, we'll defend them. If I was trying to min-max... Actually, well, it eats up a lot of this, but if I was trying to min-max, I would definitely build more construction at this point, but I'm not. Alright. I'm gonna take a look at our relationship stuff. Because they're still cautious. Didn't even check that. They can't because of reasons. United States, we will absolve the obligation, make them like us more. Cordial, and just keep bankrolling. Rome, can we... No, because I think because they have a... what's it called? A truce with us. They're so close. Once we're not influenced, we'll get them. And these two are just chilling. I'm really expecting them to back down here, actually, but they've gotten more troops. Gotta go fast. Well, their military is quite a bit stronger than I remember it being, but it's fine, I guess. I think they're using trench warfare, so it's going to be hard to push into them anyways, but we will try and land them. That's what I think we're going to have to do. Really wish you could scroll the outliner without having to pause. Nice little political movement for outlawing dissent. Where are all the loyalists? Why is there a radical magnet? Oh, okay, there we go. Kind of where we've been building, I think. And all the military goods shoot up in price, as is usual when we mobilize. Tragic. Guess we've been playing for a hot bit here. Keep going and see how this France thing, if this war kicks off or this war they back down. And then I think we will call it a sesh. In either case. Kind of hoping that we get to the war and we just get to slap France around a bit. Oh, they back down. Okay. Bulgaria wants a trade agreement, which means I think that they are cooperative, which means they can probably invite them to the customs union. Perfect. Now, would we eventually be able to protectorate them? Probably not. So we're going to stop bankrolling them. And we're going to zoom out and look at the glory. That is our Arab market, which is almost everyone, which is why we are able to drink milkshakes and pull pops out. They said that's why we are able to drink milkshakes. There we go. Now they're in. And just looking to add more and more to our market. We are currently printing a ton of cash, and so this episode was kind of just a mellow, like, proceeding. We puppeted Transvaal. We declared on Russia a humiliation war with a bunch of extra stuff we kind of wanted, and they backed down. We declared a war on France with a humiliation CV and some other stuff we wanted, and they backed down. And this seems to be like late game war. A war once you're really strong is actually kind of obnoxious because they just back down, and so everybody's afraid of us, I guess, is the story of this episode, and nobody wants to play with us. I guess we can just keep humiliating all over the place and juggle humiliations, but like it's not doing anything productive for us. But we don't want to take anything because we want to keep our infamy down. I think once we get under 20, we're no longer considered infamous, and then we can get this guy to become a protectorate, which is, I think that'll be the first time I protectorate someone diplomatically. Mostly just been getting them into our market diplomatically. Kind of want to annex Venezuela at some point. Notably, this Egypt save was on a pretty early version of the game, and so you have like problems like I think they've kind of changed the game balance a little bit since then, but very, very few, not a lot of oil has appeared on the map. If we look, these are the oil potentials. The only place that we don't own, where it appears, is Peru. But there should be huge oil fields here in Ukraine, as well as a little in Tripolitania, although we'll get there eventually, I suppose. And we'll probably annex them next episode. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and have a good one.